guys, just picked up a load out of Pearland, Texas that's going to California. It's a partial. We've got this gate frame. I think it's a frame for a gate. It's all aluminum. I've got 3 straps on it. I think it weighs like around 600 pounds. It's about 21 feet long. So I've got 3 straps and it has a box with the hardware. Just put 1 strap on that. Alright guys, and now I've got a 40-minute drive to Houston. I've got another load that I'm picking up from there that's going to Vegas. So let's head on over and grab that other load. Alright guys, just got to my second pickup. It's a huge facility with pipes. I'm behind this truck, so I don't know if, I guess he's getting unloaded and then I'll be getting loaded. I'm just picking up 2 pipes. But this place is huge. So I'll just wait until it's my turn. We'll get loaded, picking up 2 pipes about 15 feet long, and total weight is 1,000 pounds. So that's gonna be really nice, going out to the West Coast with less than 2,000 pounds on a trailer, which is awesome. Everything's gonna be very low. Alright guys, so let's wait and get loaded and get going. Alright guys, just got loaded and strapped everything down. Just 2 pieces of pipe, 15 feet long. They're not very thick, maybe like 8-inch diameter. So I've got a belly strap on the front. I have 1 strap over the top, and I have a belly strap in the rear. It's supposed to be about 1,000 pounds for both of them, so not too bad. I love this load. Both of these loads, they're super low, less than a foot off of the deck. That's gonna be great fuel mileage, so that's a big bonus. Alright guys, let's hit the road. Going to Vegas first. We've got about 22 hours ahead of us. Hey guys, just got to my first drop in Vegas. It's downtown Vegas where all the casinos are. I guess they're building some kind of new casino resort. I'm trying to get a hold of my point of contact and the guy is not replying. I told him 2 hours ago that I was going to be here around noon and he said okay. Now I'm trying to get a hold of him. Been trying to call him for like 15 minutes. He's not replying. And it's a whole mess over here. I have no idea where I need to be, you know. It's a big ass construction going on here. I have no clue where I need to be. So trying to be patient, but my blood is starting to boil here. All right, let's see what I can figure out. got that load dropped off. What a pain to find the company where I was bringing it to with such a big construction job going on here. But I've got a 6 hours? Let's see. Yeah, we got a 6-hour drive to California to drop the second load, and that's gonna happen tomorrow morning. So let's keep on rolling and drop that second load off. And this load that I just dropped off paid $1,800, guys.
Right there.
All right, guys, dropped my final load, and I just made some breakfast, heated up some eggs, made scrambled eggs, make them in the microwave. All right, guys, so this load that I dropped off paid $2,900, and the previous load that I dropped off yesterday in Vegas was $1,800, so $4,700 total coming into California. And now we're searching for something to get me out of here. It is Thursday morning, 9:49 a.m. We almost had a load. We were waiting on a rate, but they wanted it picked up sooner than I could make it there. So unfortunately that didn't work out. There's always something. But I'm gonna eat my breakfast. We're gonna search for a load and hopefully get out of here today, guys. Hey guys, I just pulled up to a shipper for my next pickup out of Lathrop, California, and picking up a load going to Boulder, Colorado. There weren't that many loads on the load board, so didn't really want to go to Colorado, but it's better than getting stuck here. So picking up an 11,000 pound load, and it's going to take up 30 feet on a trailer, and I believe it has to be tarped. So just waiting in line. I've got a semi truck getting loaded in front of me right now, and then there's an empty one in front of me, so I'm the third in line. I'm gonna drop my axle for now. And kind of patiently wait. I have no idea what I'm picking up, but they said like 8 bundles and 5 pallets, so kind of curious what it is. Alright guys, so let's wait until it's my turn and then we'll get loaded. Alright guys, finally getting loaded. So I'm getting 5 pallets and 8 bundles. So 2 pallets are on the trailer. I'm getting 2 more just like that. And we got 1 like this. And then I'm getting 8 bundles, which are, I believe, 17 feet long. They're not very tall. I think we're gonna do 4 across, and they're double stacked, so shouldn't be too bad. And I think he said I can only tarp the pallets. The bundles don't really have to be tarped, so hopefully that'll be a big plus. All right guys, here's what we have. We've got the 5 pallets in the front. I'm gonna do 1 strap over each one, and then we've got 8 bundles right here, and these are the heavy ones. So total weight for everything is 11,000 pounds. And these are about 17 feet long, I believe. He told me these do not have to be tarped because they're already wrapped up, but the pallets, I do have to throw a tarp over them. So I'm gonna secure the straps and strap that, and then I'll throw the tarp over this. All right guys, got everything secured and tarped, and here's what I have. Just the pallets had to be tarped. And then we've got 8 bundles with 3 straps over the top. What's up, guys? So as I was driving out of California into Nevada, I got a message saying service DEF system, see dealer. Never good to get those messages. I didn't really think much of it. It blinked, it went away. And a little bit later, I got a message saying 5 miles per hour max speed and 150 miles. See dealer. And usually you would get that message if you're running low on DEF, but it would say fill DEF soon, but this one didn't say that. So I'm driving and I'm thinking, I'm in the middle of nowhere, Highway 80, it's nothing but mountains and open land. And luckily there's a Ram dealership in Fernley, Nevada, and I passed them by about 50 miles. So I decided to give them a call and tell them what happened, and they said it could be an air bubble from going over the mountains because of the elevation and the sensors reading the DEF quality, the urea content in the DEF incorrectly. So I turn around, I'm heading towards the dealer. They said they can get me in to look at it because I do not want to break down in the middle of nowhere. Have to call a tow truck. So heading over to the dealer. Hopefully they can just reset it and it's as easy as that, or they said worst case is they would have to do a drain and fill, which does get expensive. He said it's about 350 or 400 bucks, and I do not want to pay that. Another reason, guys, these emissions, they gotta go. Nothing but trouble. Alright guys, so I'm heading to the dealer. I'm about 35 minutes away. Keeping my fingers crossed that it's something simple and fast. Keep you guys posted. Alright guys, so I went to the dealer. They reset the light, or I guess the code that popped up for the DEF system. The message was still on the screen. They told me go drive 15 miles one way, and then if it doesn't turn off by then, come back and they're gonna have to do a drain and fill. So that's what I did. I drove the 15 miles. That message did not go away. So I turned around heading back to the dealer. The message was still on, and I thought somebody suggested to fill up the DEF tank to about 3/4 and see if that does anything, and that's what I did. I went to the Love's truck stop, which is about 2 miles away from the dealer, and as soon as I filled up my DEF tank, that message turned off. So I don't know what the issue was, but the dealer said they get a lot of people with these type of trucks that come into their dealership when they're coming over those mountains out of California into Nevada. I guess the elevation sometimes causes an air bubble inside, and the sensor starts reading incorrectly. The sensor that reads the urea content. So whatever it was, as long as the message went away, I'm happy, because otherwise a drain and fill would have been about 350 or 400 bucks, and that's not what I wanted to do. So I'm just happy that a fill up made the message go away. Set me back about 2 hours, but that's okay. Just keep on rolling. Hey guys, so I made it to my destination. I'm at a Love's truck stop about 30 minutes away from where I'll be dropping the load tomorrow morning. Doing my reset right now, so you know, the usual, went to the gym, eat, doing laundry right now. Guys, so this load that I'll be dropping tomorrow, that's on the trailer right now, pays $2,200. The load out of California to Colorado, 2,200 bucks, and the other two loads that I had this week were $1,800 and $2,900, so $6,900 a week. Not horrible, not great, but not horrible. I think that's a decent week. Actually, it's not bad at all. Almost 7,000. That's pretty good. Guys, as always, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to smash that like button. That would be greatly appreciated. And I will see you guys on the next one.